finally resolved and concluded their adventures inside of the virtual reality superpod and made their way to the super secret stash. And it was there that none other than the outcasts of the Brotherhood had a bit of a scuffle and skirmish amidst one another as they decided just how much access their newfound friend should have. And now, with all of them dead, the Lone Wanderer claimed all their prizes and set out for brighter horizons. This is Fallout 3!
Welcome back. Zoop, zoop. There we are. As you can see, as was mentioned, I sort of hauled all of our crap back to here, back to our little 10-penny tower suite. I don't think we've got any. Yeah, okay, we're good. But I'm thinking, before we carry on with, like, the final stages of the core game's main quest and all of that, we should do a little bit more exploring, right? Because not too long after we wrap that up, we're going to kind of immediately pivot into, or not even pivot, but we're just going to immediately shift into broken steel. And I figure, hey, probably a good idea to explore some of the northeastern corner of the map, because we really haven't looked at anything up there. Maybe we start from either this power station or broadcast tower LP8, I'm thinking, and we just kind of go east and southeast from there. That's my take. Yeah, let's go from the power station. And we'll just kind of clear out more and more of these little pips as they pop up. And there should be a fair number of other quests up here, right? Like, is Oasis here? Yeah, there's Oasis. So we got that to look forward to, as well as, like, somewhere out here is the Republic of Dave, right? Yeah, I don't really remember where that's at. Somewhere up here, right? There's a whole bunch going on up here that you kind of don't really get breadcrumb trailed up to, do you? No? I feel like, once again, they got a lot better at sort of, you know, having a lot of big hubs where you at least get breadcrumb trails to these quest locations in some form or another, right? And then you can kind of go from there. That said, I suppose for the time, having the unexplored map markers was good enough, you know? Right, we've got these markers that have shown up by way of listening to the radio and reading notes and all that. And that's kind of good enough reason to travel out here, to explore it, you know? At the very least, it's good enough for me. Though, I would probably argue that there's... Or, I wouldn't argue it, but I would say that you could make a case for that not being enough for the majority of players. Do you think there's something good in this lake? This pond. It's definitely irradiated. Is there anything worthwhile? I think I've maybe even looked in there before. But you know what I mean? Like, maybe not enough players see a map marker and are like, well, let's see what's over there. You know? Especially maybe in this day and age. And I have to wonder how much games like Fallout 4 and Skyrim and Fallout 3, or probably even more aptly, Ubisoft games sort of fatigued audiences on the idea of like, oh look, there's a map marker, who knows what's over there, right? I feel like there's a decent chance that Ubisoft games in particular maybe fatigued people on that, like, yeah, okay, that's neat, but maybe I don't really give a shit, right? Because I know for myself, that is maybe true, right? I still love exploring stuff in like, for instance, here in Fallout 3. But, you know, when in our Starfield playthrough even, for the authored content, right, the authored areas that are, like, handcrafted in Vern Kai, and we have markers for that, I'm very eager to explore it, you know? I'm very eager to go out there and look at it, and am doing exactly that. Jesus, he died! He got killed, man! Alright, fuck me. Let's reload that then. Can't have him die. Good lord, good thing I quick saved. You know what? Here, I'm just gonna launch a fucking mini nuke down there. Jeez.
Gonna fuck your shit up, kid.
Okay, careful there, Jericho. They're fucking meaning business down there. Oh, did we just get them all? Oh my gosh, a mini nuke. Well spent. Holy hell. Man, the combat music hasn't quite caught up with the fact that we have obliterated them. Oh, look at that. Another heavy incinerator. Definitely want that. Oh shit. Vertibird coming in. Is it coming in here? It's definitely close enough. Got a missile. More enclave. I'll take the plasma. Another helmet. Worst case, if we really need to, we can drop the plasmas and get rid of them. Right? It's not exactly like we need the ammunition or need the money, I should say, from selling it off. I would like it, but it's not necessary. Okay. I forget, once you wrap up the main story quest, do the little, like, enclave checkpoints continue? Do they persist? Or do they get wiped out, too, once you wipe out the enclave effectively in this region? You know? I feel like they too get wiped out, but I can't remember, honestly. I feel like I remember them getting wiped out, but may not be the case. Jeez, look at this little nightmare valley. Okay. Let me chow down on some blood packs here. And what else? How about... it's probably good enough for now. Maybe I'll let my Nuka-Cola tick over into a quantum. Get that repaired. Sure. Repair that too while we're at it. Great. Okay. Let's pop a quick save and head on up here. Is that a tripwire there? No, I don't think so. Alrighty. Oh yeah, look at that. We're getting a lot of pips showing up. Is this Oasis right now? Oh my gosh, it is. Okay. Wow. We're here already. And we can see the greenery already coming in. This is, mind you, for folks who haven't played or are unfamiliar with Fallout 3, this is the place that we heard about, as the name sort of implies, that had real greenery.
Outsider, you have arrived. Please, come closer. I have something of the utmost urgency to speak to you about. Do hurry. He doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Okay.
I'm so glad you're here. It's been a while since anyone's visited us, and he's been waiting for someone like yourself to arrive. If you wouldn't mind following me, I'll bring you right to him.
Just a minute. Who are you and what is this place? I'm not following anyone until I know what's going on here. What the hell are you wearing? Whoa, slow down, old man. What the hell are you babbling about? Sure, lead on. I like how this is the one guy. After, mind you, for like the first 19 years of our life, we've been effectively, not entirely, but effectively a vault dweller. And this is what's got us like being like, whoa, look at this kooky character, right? All the other shit, all the fucking raiders who are like half naked, people wearing like mini nuke bomb capsules or whatever over their titties and shit. None of that ever got us like, whoa, what a lunatic this guy might be, huh? All that shit, none of it, completely unfazed. We see an old guy wearing like a druidic outfit with some sticks poking out, and we're like, what a clown! All right, yeah. What the hell are you wearing, Tree Father Birch?
I'm wearing the clothes of a Treeminder. We shed our wasteland garments like the ones you're wearing long ago.
Just a minute. Who are you and what is this place? Can I ask that too? Whoa, slow down, old man. What the hell are you babbling about? Let's
I'm
ask that.
sorry. In my excitement, I got ahead of myself. I'm Tree Father Birch, and I have the great fortune of being the leader of his people, the Treeminders. Beyond that gate is our home, Oasis.
Oasis. Who's waiting for me inside? The Treeminders? I'm not following anyone. I need to be on my way. The Treeminders?
Yes, we're the Treeminders. We're his people. If you'll just follow me inside, to the pavilion, all will be explained.
I like the idea that they make such a big deal out of there being like such a verdant, lush area here. When, you know, as we have seen, and as we will see, frankly, in Point Lookout, but of course, Fallout 4 is sort of almost renowned for, not verdant, but it's significantly more lush than Fallout 3's environs, you know? Right? There's significantly more flora at play. Okay, I'll follow you. Lead on. Perhaps some other time. I have more urgent matters to attend to. No way, you're obviously out of your mind. Alright, I'll follow you.
Excellent. Please follow me. All will be explained soon.
Okay, let's do a hard save here. In case I want to get pictures of him.
Revel, outsider, for he has chosen you.
Branch Tender Maple.
You are welcome amongst us, outsider.
God, I can't wait to meet Teak and Mahogany. Okay. What's really shocking is that this asset here isn't directly reused either from Oblivion or reused in Skyrim. You know? The speed tree sure as hell is, though. Look at that. Look at that fucking speed tree going on. My God, man. Look at that. Always facing the camera. Holy shit. Such an early version of speed tree. It's fine going through here, looking at it, but my God, is if you actually look up at it. Holy hell. I think I remember Just Cause 2 also having a very similar situation. You know? Okay. It is still irradiated, mind
It's
you.
good to be out here again. Damn good.
Can I talk to you
We will
mid-stroll?
speak once we've arrived in the pavilion. Not to worry. All will be explained.
Okay.
Hi. May you remain under the canopy of his protection.
Hey!
Hey!
Hello. Welcome.
What is a
outsider.
linden with regards to a tree? I know of laurel. But what is a linden? Ugh. Basin of purification. Okay.
You have no idea how overjoyed I am to see you. Normally, outsiders are forbidden inside Oasis, but he has made an exception.
Life Giver. Whoa, Life Giver perk check. Oh my gosh, isn't this the one that gives me like 30 extra HP? That is really wild. Okay, I had no idea. Life Giver. I can't explain it, but I can feel this place just teeming with life. I've never seen any place like this. This place is weird. Where do you plug stuff in? As if we plug stuff in. Right? As if we do that. This place scares me. It's so different. So what was all this about meeting someone? We have to do the Life Giver check, right? I didn't know such a thing existed. I can't explain it, but I can feel this place just teeming with life.
That's his power you feel, outsider. With his outstretched limbs, he shelters us and keeps us safe.
Who is it you keep referring to as him? I wish you could just tell me who he is already. Can you cut the him crap already and just tell me who he is? So what was all this about meeting someone? Can you cut the him crap already and just tell me who he is?
He is the one who grows. He is the one who gives. And he is the one who guides. No one speaks his name out of reverence for his majesty. Thanks to him, the Treeminders have a home.
Oh, speech 27. I may be willing to help, but I need straight answers about who he is. Why do you call yourselves Treeminders? Treeminders, huh? That's a strange name. I think you're all a bunch of lunatics. So what was all this about meeting someone? Let's fail the speech check. I may be willing to help, but I need straight answers about who he is.
I would
oh God,
have
I succeeded.
that he made the introduction, but I understand your hesitation. The Great One is a god tree. A living, breathing, speaking god tree. The Treeminders are blessed to have this being watch over us.
Why do you call yourselves Treeminders?
We care for this place and keep it safe from those who would seek to exploit it. He gives to us, so we give back to him. It's an arrangement that's worked well for almost 2 decades. We shun technology and embrace nature. That's the life of a Treeminder.
If you hate technology, why carry weapons? Shun technology, how do you defend yourselves? Yeah, sure. I guess that's why Maple stuck a rifle in my face. So what was all this about meeting someone? It's wild that that's continuing to be the final option here. Alright, yeah, sure. I guess that's why Maple stuck a rifle in my face.
Listen, my friend. I will forgive your insolent tone because he has asked to see you. But make no mistake, if you wish to cause trouble here, we have the means to defend ourselves.
Yeah, that's what I just said. that was my point. You didn't really acknowledge my meaning at all. Which brings us to why I'm here, I suppose. So, what was all this about meeting someone? Fine, get to the point already. Alright, get to the point.
You have much to learn about patience, my friend. However, you are correct. I will get to the point. As you approached Oasis, he said you were coming, and I was sent out to meet you personally with a request. He wishes to meet with you. You'd be the first outsider to do so in a very long time.
I would be honored to meet this person. And where can I find this person? Okay, already, let's get this going.
To meet him, you must undergo the ceremony of purification. Once that's complete, you'll be able to speak to him. Whenever you're ready, we may begin.
Just a minute. What does this ceremony involve? Hang on, you never said anything about a ceremony. Can't we skip all this nonsense? Can't we skip all this?
I'm afraid not. No one gets to see him without first drinking the sap from the basin here in the pavilion. The sap will purify your mind and body of anything harmful that could possibly hurt him. Other than that, there's nothing more to the ceremony.
Okay, let's begin the ceremony. Could we wait just a bit? I'm not quite ready. Forget this whole thing. This is insane. Alright, let's do it.
Very good.
I think
Take
you
your
have
place
to
in
do
front
it.
of the basin, and let's begin.
Okay. Oh, look at all this. Poplar, linden, cypress. Yeah, what's a linden tree, or part of a linden that is a tree? Yew. Yeah, I've never heard of linden. Okay.
When you are ready, drink from the basin.
Okay, here I go. The basin of purification is filled with some sort of thick, viscous sap. Drink the sap. Do nothing. Let's drink it. Oh, yeah.
We will now recite the blessing to ward off any harm the outsider may be carrying before he proceeds to the grove.
I bid you depart, agents of destruction, through the power of his divine will.
Leave our homes and bodies immediately. Live no longer in them, but pass over into places where you can harm no one.
In the name of his frondescence,
Sorry, I
I
had
call
to
his
move my
wrath
mic a bit.
upon you, so that wherever you may go, you bear it with you.
And, diminishing from day to day, you may disappear, except where you serve the health and good purposes of mankind. May no trace of you be found.
All this, may he be so good as to grant us, who is to come to judge the living and the dead, and the world by his verdure.
Amen. Soon, you will pass peacefully into sleep, outsider. And when you awake, you will witness his glory firsthand.
What about Jericho? Oh, here I go. Okay. Very, Ocarina of Time, I guess. Sure. There's a lot of common themes, like just rough themes too, of like the impurity versus purity of your own body, right? In Fallout 3, there's a lot about like, Project Purity is sort of at the forefront of everything, but there's stuff where like, you ingest like a weird chemical or something, you ingest something and it fucks you up in a weird way. There's shit like that. I remember like, doesn't doing Point Lookout, it like scars you permanently because they like carve up part of your brain, if I'm mistaken. There's a decent chunk of that here and there, right? But once again, there's nothing really tying it all together, right? Okay. Talking tree. If I talk to the tree from this end, are we cool? I mean, I guess so, because why would... if this were my first time playing the game, I would just think like, yeah, I would talk to the tree from this direction.
Please. I can't very well speak to you when you're back there.
Ah, okay. Oh no! It's a guy! It is a guy. Whew. Good thing his like tree wiener has been subsumed or something. But it's not just any guy, right? It's what's his name from Fallouts 1 and 2.
Glad to see you're finally awake. I can't believe they made you do that stupid ceremony. They listen when I talk, but they don't hear. You know what I mean?
I must be dreaming. I've never met a talking tree before. Okay, what's the trick? I know there's a guy with a microphone somewhere. Let's say that.
Where? You mean in here? Nah, it's just me and Herbert.
God, what was his name again?
The tree. We're old pals. The best of buddies. And we know each other. Inside and out. Literally. Well, his name's really Bob. I think it's funny to call him Herbert, but I don't think he thinks it's that funny.
I think the weirdest thing is that they chose to give this dude sort of, the same kind of greenish yellowish tint, and the like super mutant scowl, as it were, to where you might reasonably think that this person was a super mutant, right? But no, they were, God, what's his name? He was a ghoul, and he had like a bit of a tree growing through his body, right? Okay, so you're trapped in there, inside this Bob thing. I'm beginning to suspect you weren't always this way. What in the hell are you talking about? So the Treeminders said you needed my help? What in the hell are you talking about?
Not very bright, are you? Bob, that's the tree. Used to ride around on top of my head. Sunk his roots right in there. You know? Well, eventually he got bigger than me. And then I pretty much ended up inside.
How'd your head get so big, though? How, right? How the rest of you end up getting huge as shit, too? How did a tree end up growing out of your head? How on earth did that happen? I still don't understand what the hell you're talking about. So the Treeminder said you needed my help? Let's keep saying this. I still don't understand what the hell you're talking about.
Yes. Perhaps it doesn't even matter anyway. Forget I mentioned it.
Well, hopefully your troubles will be over. I'm here to help. Look, so the Treeminders said you needed my help? Look, let's cut the bullshit and get to the matter at hand. Let's cut the bullshit.
Yes, you're right, of course. Of course, I completely agree. Or I guess we completely agree, huh? Me and Bob, that is. I had you brought in here to ask a very simple favor. Would you please kill me?
You want me to murder you? Kill you? You can't be serious. Sure, where do you want the bullet, head or gut? Alright, yeah, where do you want the bullet?
I wish it was that simple.
You want me to bomb you?
No.
Nuclear bomb?
No.
I got those too.
Only one way you're gonna be able to do this for me.
How would I be able to kill you? You're a tree. If I kill you, every Treeminder will come after me. Why don't you just kill yourself? Why don't you just kill yourself?
Now, how exactly am I supposed to do that? I can barely move anymore.
Just hold your breath
Thanks
for really
to
long
Bob.
and see what happens.
I'm obviously not going to be doing anything for a very long time.
Oh, maybe you don't. Yeah, maybe you don't need to breathe anymore, right? Maybe you don't have lungs that need to breathe. Oh, yeah, maybe. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. Have you achieved, like, immortality or something? Okay. I'm not a charity. You want to die? Cough up some caps. I'm not a charity.
Well, I used to carry those pesky caps a long time ago, but I think my pockets are in those shrubs over yonder. I'm pretty sure the caves below me are full of all kinds of nifty gizmos you could take on your way to my heart. Help yourself.
Okay. How would I be able to kill you? You're a tree.
How to put this? I've been feeling rather spread out lately. I think Bob's kinda shoved my insides around some.
I don't know, with his breathing issue, it makes it
Hard to
sound like he
tell
has
where
lungs.
everything is, but it's always that way with one's insides, isn't it? Anyway, I believe Bob's carried some of my organs into his root system. I want you to go underground and destroy my heart.
All right, yeah, sure. I think I remember doing this in Witcher 3. Yeah. Can you believe CD Projekt Red, for their smash hit Witcher 3 video game, shamelessly copied Fallout 3? Oh my god. What a flagrant bout, or what a flagrant omission of plagiarism, frankly. Well, if I kill you, every Treeminder will come after me.
Oh, no, don't worry about them.
Oh, no,
When you decide to go down there, I'll have a little chat with Birch and the rest of the gang. They usually don't understand a word I say, but I'll make 'em come around.
Why didn't you do that before? Well, how come you didn't make them come around before? Wait, how are you so sure you're just gonna be able to do that? Can I have some time to think about it? Look, I really don't want to kill you. I'm not sure what's more evil, to kill this thing or to... Right? Like, what's the most evil thing we can do here? Based on our dialogue options, it sounds like killing the tree. God, what is his name? Herbert? Gilbert? It's a very plain name. It's a very plain, like, old-fashioned, like, American name. God, what is it? It's like... Timothy? Or I don't remember. Okay. Look, I really don't want to kill you. Can I have some time to think about it? Okay, I'll do it. Yeah, what's more evil, to kill him or not to kill him? I feel like it might be more evil to keep him alive. Can I have some time to think about it?
Oh, of course. I know this is an unusual request, but hey, I'm an unusual tree, huh? Well, Bob is, anyway. We'll just keep it an open invitation then. I don't want to wait until the next person visits. It could be years. You're all I've got.
Can really tell who the voice actor is when he goes through there. Okay. Well, goodbye for now then, Herbert. Or was it Bob? Okay, goodbye, tree. Fine. What the hell do I call you anyway? Herbert or Bob? Here, maybe we'll finally... I'll get the reminder to what your real name is. Fine, what the hell do I call you anyway?
No. Herbert is the tree. Bob is his real name, but I call him Herbert, 'cause I think it's pretty funny. But I'm still in here too. What's left of me? The name's Harold.
Oh my god! It's Harold from Fallout 2 and 3! The guy with the little plant. What the heck? Alright. Sure. Maybe we don't even have an option here. I don't remember if we have any other recourse. Enter the caves below and destroy Harold's heart. Okay. Can I talk to you again?
Look, Herbert, he's back. I told you.
You're mostly a tree, right? Can't I just burn you down? I have some quick questions about those caves. You don't actually seem that sad. Why do you want to die? How is it you're causing all these things to grow around you? I gotta go now. You're mostly a tree, right? Can't I just burn you down?
Oh, no. Fire would be too painful for me and poor old Bob. You keep that stuff away from us.
Okay, we found...
would be just fine. I won't feel a thing.
Okay, that's how we do it. That's our evil way of doing it. Okay, optional, kill Harold by burning him. Okay, perfect. Look, we were wondering, and now all of our prayers have been answered. I have some quick questions about those caves.
Yeah, I'll leave it to good old Bob to get me stuck above some caves. Now, my dang feet are cold.
How do I get into the caves?
I think the best way for you to get down there would be to get the key from the one those loonies call Cypress. There's supposed to be some old gate or something back in the other grove.
The other grove, okay. So the way in which we should probably do this is we should explore the caves fully, Right, we should get the key, go down there, explore the caves fully, and when we see the heart, we leave it, and then we come back up, and then we burn him. Right? I think that's probably the way that we do it, especially in knowing that there is treasure down there in some form or another. Is there anything down there to look out for?
Sometimes I feel stuff tickling me, but I think that's just Bob getting back at me for all the times I called him Herbert.
All right. I'd like to ask about something else.
Okay.
You don't actually seem that sad. Why do you want to die?
I've been literally rooted to this spot, thanks to Bob, for maybe 20 or 30 years. I can't even remember anymore. Can you imagine being stuck in one place for that long? Not being able to eat, or to read, or to sleep, or anything? In the meantime, I have these Treeminders bothering me every day about things I don't even care about. And I can't stand it anymore.
Oh my god. Hey, life is a gift, even if it lasts a long time. Be glad you have it. I understand what you mean. If people thought I was a god, I'd exploit it for all it's worth. Let's say that.
Hey, I thought that too. At first, I had them sing me songs. I made them do stupid dances and things like that. Bob even told me to make Maple stand on his head for a whole day. A whole day! A whole dang day! After a while, though, it just gets boring. Then it becomes a nuisance, and now it's completely driving me nuts! When I saw you coming towards Oasis, I thought I felt that you'd understand me. I guess I was wrong.
Seeing me approach Oasis is quite a feat for a living tree. See me coming, that's not possible. You say you saw me coming to Oasis, and you call the Treeminders crazy. That's interesting. We don't have we have to acknowledge that. You say you saw me coming to Oasis, and you call the Treeminders crazy.
Yeah, you have a point there. Maybe I'm just losing my marbles from all this boredom. I swear, if I try real hard, I can see all around me, like my eyes are in every leaf on every tree.
Yeah, that's why they're always looking at me.
Bob kind of jealous, 'cause he was the first tree in my life, and all that.
How is it you're causing all these things to grow around you? Yeah, maybe you are about to become a tree god, right? You're not quite there yet, but you really are going to become a tree god. How is it you're causing all these things to grow around you?
It's kinda embarrassing, really. Once a year, Bob decides he's gonna go ahead and start growing these weird pods filled with tiny seeds.
Oh, he's ejaculating.
Well, all it takes is a good wind and the seeds just fly everywhere.
Yeah.
I call them Herbert seeds. He hates that.
Okay. Sure. Well, I gotta go now.
Oh, okay. I guess me and Bob will see you again soon.
Okay. Sure. Can I actually just shoot you too? I'm assuming not. Yeah, I can't even VATS you. Yeah, it's just Jericho who shows up. Yep, nothing. Okay, sure. It does make me wonder, is Harold gonna show up again in a future game? Right? I'll check it out. Door to a damp cave. Okay. Good. Anything else around here before we try and talk to Cypress? I want to at least talk to everybody, you know? I'm gonna drink some of this weird, like, Harold piss, I guess. There we go. You know what? These trees actually are kind of reminiscent of Oblivion. Am I tripping, or were these trees somewhere in Oblivion, like in a swamp or something? They may have been. This whole little, like, pavilion, though, that's all new stuff. It's a new, brand spanking new model. Okay. Actually, let's wait a bit. Let's get the lights turned back on. There we are. Good, good, good. Okay. Branch Tender Linden. Hello, Linden. What do you gotta say about all this?
It's very nice to meet you, outsider. I'm Branch Tender Linden.
Any information you could give me on the caves below Oasis would be helpful. Tell me about your god. How did you end up here? What did you have to do to become a Treeminder? I have to go now. So, how did you end up here?
I was found dying in the wastes not far from here by a trader caravan. They knew about this place and brought me to Bloomseer Poplar. She nursed me back to health, and I've stayed ever since.
Speech 36. Dying? How awful. What happened to you? Why'd you stay here after you recovered? I'm not sure I could live with these loonies. Dying? How awful. What happened to you?
I
Failed.
prefer not to talk about it. Some people wouldn't appreciate my past.
Huh. I forgot what it was that you had done. Wasn't it something like... It was like something kind of silly? He alludes to the fact that it's fucked up, but isn't it actually silly? I can't remember. I cannot remember. Why'd you stay here after you recovered?
I felt I owed these people for bringing me back from the brink. Honestly, I've never seen anything like this place. It's beautiful. It's a shame only a few people will ever get to see it.
Okay. Any information you could give me about on the caves below Oasis would be helpful.
Oasis is located near what used to be an old mining town before the bombs fell. But when the attack started about 200 years ago, many people took shelter in the natural caves that dotted the area. The old gate that stands at the mouth of Oasis Cave is the last piece of architecture from those days.
Huh. Okay. Tell me about your god.
Well, I'm not so sure the Great One is a god. I mean, I don't believe in that sort of thing. However, I am beginning to realize he's special. Something greater than any of the creatures in the wasteland.
Remind me again how you found Oasis?
There isn't much more to the story. I was dying and these people saved my life, so here I'll remain.
Okay. What did you have to do to become a Treeminder?
I sort of fell into it, I guess. I woke up here and I just stayed. After a while, I became one of them.
Okay, well, I gotta go.
I trust we'll speak again, outsider.
Anything else here? Some stumps you can sit on. Alright. Over here.
And I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. Why else would he have called for an outsider's assistance?
The outsider is here to deliver us from our enemies. To keep this place safely locked away from the wasteland, not to exploit us.
How can we preach about peace when all you want to do is keep his gift all to ourselves? That's not what he would want.
If we allow the spread of this miracle to continue, we're putting him in jeopardy. I can't allow that. I won't allow it.
Once again, my husband, we are at an impasse. I suggest we speak to the outsider.
Agreed. Why else would the outsider have been allowed into the grove? Perhaps it's a test. Yes, that must be it.
Oh.
I know why you're here, and despite what my wife thinks, I know you'll do what's best for Oasis. After all, he chose you, and he would never want to put us in harm's way.
I'm afraid Harold isn't a god. He's just a human that had some bad luck. He's not a god, Birch. His name's Harold. Can we just dispense with all of the religious crap? His name's Harold. Let's be the most acerbic we can be.
Oh, he's testing you now, just like he tested us. He wants to see if your faith is strong by spinning these incredible stories. Who else but a god could produce all of this? Don't worry. You'll soon see things as I do.
Did you know your god wants me to kill him? Are you aware that Harold wants to die? Did you know that crazy tree thing wants me to kill it? Harold makes unusual requests. Do you know that crazy tree thing wants me to kill it?
I've had enough of your blasphemy.
Uh-oh.
I've tolerated it this long because you're an outsider, but no more. If you wish to test me again, you'll find yourself banished from Oasis.
Okay. Did you know your god wants me to kill him? Are you aware that Harold wants to die? You don't scare me, Birch, and neither does that overgrown weed you call a god. Are you aware that Harold wants to die?
Yes, I've been pondering that riddle
We gotta be
myself
nice.
for some time
Otherwise
now,
we might get locked
and
out of this.
I know what he's trying to tell us. The Great One's influence is growing, and soon it will break free of the confines of this secluded vale. We can't allow Oasis to call attention to itself like that. It would be the end of him.
So what can I do to help? Killing him should stop his influence from spreading. You don't scare me, Birch, and neither does that overgrown weed you call a god. Okay, so what can I do to help? I think I do want to, like, fuck over Harold even more. Right? Right? Is there an option to not kill him? So what can I do to help?
If the
I think
same
I've always
sap that you
killed him.
drank to purify yourself could be applied to his heart, it should stop the spread. I can promise you no harm would come to him. That's all I ask of you, outsider. Nothing more, nothing less.
Now, what does your wife think? Can I talk to your wife and maybe your wife wants me to actually make the seed spread even more?
But sometimes I think he doesn't see the big picture. The spreading of his influence is not a curse. It's a great miracle, a benefit meant for the entire wasteland.
Doesn't anybody care what your god thinks? Why don't any of you listen to Harold? This is a waste of my time. Doesn't anybody care what your god thinks?
Of course we do. He yearns to share his miracles with the whole world, to give the gift of life back to the dead wasteland. It's upsetting him to no end, but Birch can't see the pain it's causing. But now that you're here, I have a feeling the winds are about to change.
How can I possibly help? Uh-oh, I see where this is going. I give up. Just let me know what you want now. Just let me know what you want now.
I heard what my husband wanted you to do. What I propose is an alternative. The same person that created the sap also created this liniment. If you can reach his heart, it will assist him in making his influence increase. Instead of centuries, the wasteland will become green in mere decades. Just imagine how glorious that would be.
God, we have to do that. We have to do that. Okay, what does the liniment look like? What even is a liniment? I'm guessing this is like tree stuff. Oh yeah, look at that. Can I talk to you more about it?
You have questions for me, outsider?
I do. Any information you could give me on the caves below Oasis would be helpful.
If the Great One knows you to be worthy of his grace, he will allow you to pass through to his heart.
I have some questions about the task you gave me. May I ask you about the Treeminders? I have some questions about the task.
Certainly. Please ask them.
I'm not sure. What is more evil here? To burn him down? Or to go against his own desire and, like, spread his seed everywhere? Super fast. I don't know. I feel like both are fucked up in their own way. Why don't you just travel to Harold's Heart on your own? I guess we can ask all of these. Why don't you just travel to Harold's Heart on your own?
The Great One has not yet allowed us entry below ground. We were uncertain as to why until you arrived.
Where did the liniment come from?
The liniment was made by Bloomseer Poplar. Her knowledge of his gifts and how they can be used to help us is nothing short of astounding.
Where is the entrance to the caves?
The entrance to the caves is to the southwest of the pavilion.
Is that what we're by? Okay, can I ask you something else?
Yes?
May I ask you about the Treeminders?
Please, go right ahead.
How did the Treeminders begin?
I'm afraid I can take none of the credit for my husband's creation. I arrived perhaps a year after him, well after he established the Treeminders.
How did the Treeminders normally handle other outsiders? Could I become a Treeminder? How do the Treeminders normally handle other outsiders?
Without his blessing, we would not allow an outsider inside this veil.
Could I become a Treeminder?
Although we would welcome you with open arms, you are obviously drawn here to help us. What remains to be seen is what that help turns out to be.
Okay. Anything
Yes.
else I can ask you about? No, I have to go.
May you remain under the canopy of his protection.
Alright, let's talk to your husband again. I'm gonna quick save in case I piss him off.
Yes, outsider, what is it?
Any information you could give me on the caves below Oasis would be helpful.
Just like a cancer would infest our bodies, the caves below us are infested with vermin. You'd do well
Woodchucks,
to be cautious
beavers.
down there. We've lost a few Treeminders in the past.
I have some questions about the task you gave me.
By all means, ask away.
Well, why don't you just travel to Harold's Heart on your own?
I would if I was able, but he will not allow us entry. His roots bar the door, and we have yet to earn the right to pass.
Oh shit, were you aware that Laurel gave me this liniment? If we say this, can we still do it? Can we just like sow division between them? Were you aware that Laurel gave me this liniment?
Of course I am. I know everything that goes on in Oasis. Laurel is free to pursue whatever path she chooses. A long time ago, it was agreed that the Tree Father and the Leaf Mother hold equal say. I don't seek to change those customs.
Wow.
I just hope when the time comes, you'll make the right choice.
Okay, where did the sap come from?
Bloomseer Poplar has a unique understanding of the innate power that lay dormant in the plants you see around you.
Man, we gotta talk to
She
Poplar.
created the sap with the knowledge she brought to us from the wasteland.
Where is the entrance to the caves?
You'll find the entrance in the southwestern part of Oasis.
I'd like to ask about something else.
Go on.
May I ask you about the Treeminders?
Of course. We're quite open about everything here.
How did the Treeminders begin?
When I first beheld the glory of the Great One, I knew there'd be others who would seek to do him harm. I also knew he would be calling others that he felt were pure of heart to protect him. Right then and there, I created the Treeminders, the Great One's last line of defense.
How do the Treeminders normally handle other outsiders?
If the outsider doesn't have his blessing, we simply deny him entry to our home. If they persist on trying to gain entry, or display any hostile act that could potentially harm the Great One, we take action. If the outsider were a raider or some other nefarious type, we ensure they don't report our location back to their comrades.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not a nefarious type. Could I become a Treeminder?
Becoming a disciple of the Great One takes many years of dedication and the will to cast aside your reliance on technological conveniences. However, I feel you've been sent here for a higher purpose and could be more instrumental in our future than a mere Treeminder.
Yeah, so I get an exception. I get to be a Treeminder who can still use his Pip-Boy, right? Your names are quite strange. What do they mean?
The first part of our name represents our role in the Treeminders. The youngest are the saplings, still learning what it means to live in Oasis. The branch tenders are our guardians and keep our home safe. Our healers and soothsayers are known as bloom seers. Finally, the tree father and the leaf mother are the creators and the upholders of the Great One's laws.
Okay. Well, I'd like to ask you about something else.
Go on.
Man, we can talk to them about a whole lot of crap. If this place has living plants, does that mean the water is safe to drink?
I'm afraid the water still bears the mark of man's greed. It's his reminder of what we once were.
The mark of
Perhaps
man's
one
greed.
day he will see fit to lift this punishment, but I fear we have yet to command his full respect.
I mean, I guess going by the theories posited by the Fallout TV show, maybe Tree Father Birch ain't too far off, huh? All right, I have to go now.
Have no fear, outsider. I know you'll make a wise decision.
But I mean, either way, you know, it was a resource war, sort of. No matter which way you read it.
This place is wonderful, isn't it?
Okay, Cypress, I need a key, don't I?
Branch tender Cypress at your service. Welcome to our little home.
What's your opinion of Tree Father Birch and Leaf Mother Laurel?
I wish they wouldn't argue so much. It makes everyone uncomfortable.
May I have the key to the caves?
Sure. Here you go.
Oh,
Good
thank
luck
you.
to you.
Thank you very much. So, how did you end up here?
I was an outsider like yourself, wandering the world aimlessly, wasting my life trying to seek my fortune. When my eyes beheld
You don't know the first
splendor of
fucking thing
Oasis,
about me!
I knew I'd found a holy place. Tree Father Birch allowed me to stay, and I've been here ever since.
What did you have to do to become a Treeminder?
Actually, you already did some of it. I had to do the ceremony and meet with the Great One. Then Tree Father Birch taught me everything I needed to know about Oasis and how it has to remain a secret.
Oh.
That's why I'm so worried. I just think letting this place spread into the wasteland would be an unwise decision.
I think you're right. Who knows what would happen to this place? What if all the Treeminders don't agree with you? I don't think Leaf Mother Laurel is going to like hearing you say that. Say that!
Go tell her what you want. My opinion is my own. That's one of the founding ideals of the Treeminders.
Yeah, well,
And
I
being
think
an
your opinion
outsider,
is bullshit.
I'd expect you not to judge our laws.
Please, I'm the chosen one. I'm the diviner, or I'm the not the chosen one either. I guess I was in Fallout 2. I'm the lone wanderer. Right, shit, none of these are right. Okay. Anything else around here? Nope. Let's go speak with the others. Let's see. How many more folks do we need to talk
Hello,
to?
outsider. It's
Did I
very
talk to
nice
Lyndon?
to see you.
Hello,
Good to
Lyndon.
speak to you again.
What's your opinion of Tree Father Birch and Leaf Mother Laurel?
I've only known them for a very short time, but when I first arrived, they immediately took me in and treated me just like a son. There aren't many people in the world left like that.
Okay, well, I have to go.
May you remain under the canopy of his protection.
How about you, sapling you?
So you're the outsider, huh? You seem nice to me.
What's your opinion of Tree Father Birch and Leaf Mother Laurel?
They're the best parents ever.
Okay, well, any information you could give me on the caves below Oasis would be helpful. I love that we're asking, like, a little child about this.
My parents told me never to go past the old gate. There are monsters in there.
Okay. Tell me about your god.
Oh, you mean Harold? He's really nice.
Yeah, your
Sometimes
god.
when I get really lonely, I go into the grove and talk to him.
Oh.
Sometimes I even curl up all cozy-like and sleep next to his root after
Oh.
I have a bad dream. I tell him what I'm scared of, and he tells me what he's scared of. It makes me feel better knowing I'm not the only one.
Okay, speech 27. Tell me too, then I won't be scared either. What's Harold scared of? I can't believe a tree would be scared of anything. Yeah, well, guess what? He's really a monster! Speech 27. Then tell me too, then I won't be scared either.
Sorry, that's only for secrets between friends.
You fucker. What is Harold scared of?
Sorry, that's only for secrets between friends.
Okay. It's probably getting burnt alive or whatever. Can you tell me about your god again? I'd forgotten what you said.
That's okay. I like talking about Harold. He's really nice. He's my best friend. Sometimes I even curl up all cozy-like and sleep next to his roots after I have a bad dream. I tell him what I'm scared of, and he tells me what he's scared of.
Okay. So how did you end up here?
I was born here, silly.
Are you a plant person? I thought that wasn't until New Vegas. What did you have to do to become a Treeminder?
Just get born, I guess. You're funny.
Okay, I have to go.
May your spirit rest in his branches.
Whoa, is that what you're supposed to say? What about the canopy and all that? Got a sack here with some Nuka-Cola. Thought you swore this kind of stuff off.
There's
Okay,
nowhere like
there's
this
Laurel.
left in the world anymore. Oh, outsider?
Anything over here? Or does this go back to Harold? No, this is another fun little place. Oh, this is like another cave? Oh, no, never mind. It's just a weird looking crevice. Okay, and this is irradiated. Yep. Alright. Yeah, we're still missing Poplar, no? Yeah. Okay. How about back here? This goes to... Wooden gate to the Grove. And that goes back outside, no? This one? Yeah, wooden gate to the Capital Wasteland. Okay. How about over here?
This place is wonderful,
Linden.
isn't it?
It is wonderful. Oh, I'm stricken by its wonder and beauty. And by its herald. Okay, over here. You know, herald, a herald of things to come. The herald to the real god, the ultimate tree god. The dark lord of the trees.
You're a guest.
Can I drink more of this? You can't use the fountain at this time.
And quite welcome, outsider.
Maybe this is the penis. You know? Maybe this is the penis over here. And that's, you know, all the sap.
Cast
Maybe that's
aside
what
your
that
bits of
is.
Technology and marvel at his miracles outside.
Yeah, right. And give up my Pip-Boy? Guess again, asshole. Where even is Jericho? Is Jericho not allowed in here anymore? Oh wait, is that Jericho right there? Yeah, look. No, Jericho has stayed here. Oh, he got caught on the trees, I think. Okay. Yeah, where is Poplar? Is Poplar back here?
Hello,
Cypress.
outsider.
Oh yeah, here we go.
It's very nice to see you.
And I did talk to Cypress, right?
Outsider. So nice to see you again.
Remind me again what you did to become a Treeminder?
Like I said before, thanks to Tree Father Birch, I learned everything I needed to know about Oasis and how it has to remain a secret. That's why I'm so worried. I just think letting this place spread into the wasteland would be an unwise decision.
Right, you're the counter to what I assume Poplar will have
May
to
you
say.
remain under the canopy of his protection.
Okay, Poplar, tell me all about spreading the seed. Bloomseer Poplar.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Bloomseer Poplar, soothsayer and healer of Oasis. It brings me great honor to welcome you.
Dude, I love all of the, like, chipper old people that they have, right? All of the, like, I don't even know if they really are, but at the very least, the elderly sounding voice actors and actresses in the game, I fucking love them. You know, I love getting these, like, voice actors and actresses to show up and say just the most fucking wild, unhinged shit. You know? like we've talked about before, the guy who voices Tree Father Birch might be one of my favorite voice actors for, like, side characters and all that in Fallout 3. Because he just sounds like a stereotypical, like, old guy in America, you know? And he just, they get him to say the most fucking unhinged shit in this game. What's your opinion of Tree Father Birch and Leaf Mother Laurel?
Lately, things have gotten a bit worse between them. It sometimes takes months for them to agree on things. I know they love each other greatly, But I'm afraid the strain of leadership is tearing them apart.
Oh my gosh. Well, say it ain't so. Any information you could give me on the caves below Oasis would be helpful.
Be wary of the water in the caves.
What?
I fear they still carry the sting of radiation from the bombs.
Oh my! What's causing this place to grow?
In what we call the harvest month, the Great One creates seeds among his branches within seed pods. At the end of this time, the pods open and the seeds are carried quite easily upon the wind. It's quite beautiful. Wherever the seeds take purchase, they grow into trees, plants, grass, or all manner of wonderful things.
Wow. Okay. Well, tell me about your god.
He's not my god. He's everyone's god.
Oh.
You, me, everyone. This place isn't meant just for the Treeminders. It's for all mankind.
I agree completely. What if there are other that don't share your opinion? You speak heresy. Tree Father Birch should hear about this. What if there are other that don't share your opinion?
You'd think they'd realize that this place won't remain a secret forever. The caravans know about it, and you happened upon it. How long before someone comes to take this place by force? No, I say allow Oasis to grow, and that issue becomes moot.
Can you tell me about your god again? I'd forgotten what you said. So how did you end up here? How'd you end up here?
My father was a healer like myself. He had the most curious books I would read about trees and plants and their medicinal properties. Many years later, I heard a rumor about a place such as this. I spent a decade in search of it. I've been in this wonderful place for over 15 years now.
Okay. What did you have to do to become a Treeminder?
I was the third one to arrive
Really?
here in Oasis. Tree Father Birch was a bit wary at first, but Leaf Mother Laurel convinced him to let me stay. If she hadn't been around, I doubt Birch would have ever let me stay here.
Whoa.
After a while, they taught me their
Okay.
ways, and together we developed the ceremony of purification that you undertook.
All right. Can you tell me about your god again? I'd forgotten what you said.
Like I said, he's everyone's god. This place isn't meant just for the Treeminders. It's for all mankind.
Okay. Well, I have to go now.
May the Great One bless you.
I'm surprised I couldn't ask you about more of this. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure what's more evil. Right? Maybe if we had learned what Harold is afraid of, maybe we would have gotten an insight into the truest way to be fully fucked up here. Right? But once again, Arlo's speech has kind of resulted in us not being able to be as evil as we possibly could. Right? All right. Well, regardless of all that, I suppose when next we return, we've got that little area in the grove that we can look in, and there's also, right, the main area that's fenced off with, like, the chain link fence and all that, which we're supposed to go down to see the caverns, and I'm not sure what we'll do. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about it. All right, well, regardless, until next time, please take care of each other.